All right, all right. I think we are live. Let me check my audio after this. What's going on, people? Good to see you on a Sunday night, talking some foxbody shit with some of my foxbody friends. Hell yeah. Let's just go ahead and wait for a few people to get in here. Yeah, let's see here. 1 second. What's up, Encore? What's up, Jim Hilt? What's up, Pimp? Good to see you guys. What's good from Maryland? Hell yeah. How we doing, Mikey? The Gold Nugget Garage. What are you porting on, P-heads? Are you taking the little hump out of the exhaust? Is that what you're doing? What's up, Vance? Good to see you. Troy in the house. Mike Sheriff. Matt Wright. Lamar, good to see you guys. Appreciate you guys. Hit me up on a damn Sunday. Hello from Pennsylvania. What up, Ronnie? Hold on a second. Okay, so let me check my audio one more time. Probably sucks. No, I think we're good this week, right? I think we're good this week. Finally on this time. Hell yeah. Now, why did that change? Okay. What's up, Jesse? A big shout out to my guys in green. It's my subscribers to the channel or my members to the channel. Always got the usual suspects every week. Lamar, Matt, NJC, Jesse, Jimmer, Pimp. Good to see you guys. I always appreciate you guys, popping in alive and supporting the channel with the inside the membership. So big shout to Team Z, Tremick, McLeod, just to name a few, Handler Motorsports, Anderson Ford Motorsports. Appreciate all you guys at all the companies that that help us out here. Excuse me. Anyways, Ohio weather is freaking stupid. I'm just going to start with that because we have literally put so much energy and time and promotion into trying to make this stick shift shit happen with stick shift friends here in Ohio. Like everybody's changed like their cars and shit, right? In the very first race, and it's in May, right? April showers bring May flowers, right? Come on, talk to me. It's bullshit because it's like we had everything planned. Everything was perfect. I was giving away a set of tires this weekend. We was going to have people traveling from 6, 7, 8 hours away to come, bank some gears with us. And it freaking rains, man. I mean, it didn't really rain a whole lot, but it rained just enough to where it was just messing everything up. So I guess I shouldn't complain. It's Ohio. Shit, it'll probably snow next week. But I want to apologize to everybody that made plans to come up and bang some gears with us on May 4th last Saturday. D-Team made the right decision, 100%. 100%. It was the right call. I mean, we would have got through a round. I think here's the thing about no prep, and I think the way the rules set, after first round is complete, it's considered a completed race. There's no rain out or reschedule. And by making a decision to cancel it, at least it gives them an option to reschedule that event. So all the flyers and all the the nuts and bolts are already put together. So all they got to do is copy paste that shit in another day, which I hope Dragway 42 finds a good spot for us to go. To get that shit taken care of pretty soon. I hate dragging that stuff out, but anyways, that race got canceled. We do have a rain out date for the stick shift point series here in Ohio. Obviously, it's on October 19th at Pacemakers, but if this event gets rescheduled, it will count as the first event. So, Ohio, rather, it's just, you know what? I think it rained out like everywhere. I think people were going to race at national trails. I think there was races going on, in Kentucky. I think there was some, I don't know. I think Butt Naked, the one big no prep, ended up finishing up. That wasn't too much of a problem, but there was rain just everywhere, man. I tell you what, it sucks, bro. So, like I said, I want to apologize to you guys. If you guys have been following that stuff here in the channel and actually following it on Facebook, because that's where I got it all posted and pinned to the top, is on the actual Neo Mustangs page. I want to thank you guys for prepping and get ready for that race. But now the next points race is in the middle of June, unless this reschedules sometime in the next couple of weeks, which I doubt it will. But that'll lead me into my next conversation. Ohio weather sucks. Just want to say it one more time. I hate Ohio weather, but I need to stop complaining and just move and be what it is. Go down to the south. Anyway, so let's talk about shit. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about. For real. We good? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, so anyways, I actually got a chance this weekend. I'm always talking shit here on the channel about, taking the time. I'm always running some church shit, like, taking, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it that way. So anyways, I'm always talking about, you got to budget your time, you got to budget your money, and get your shit off the jack stands, right? That's what we're always talking about. That's like the motto of the channel. Like, get your shit running, right? But sometimes you got to take the time to spend it with your fam. And I got a chance this past weekend. It looks like it's a little blurry. Are we good though? Yeah, it's catching up. Anyways, sometimes you just got to back up. Excuse my French. Sometimes you got to just back up and spend some time with your family. So my son actually set a state record this weekend. So I want to make a shout out to him because he loves it when I, talk on the live stream and shout him out once in a while, when he plays well in football or something. But big shout out to my son, Mason. He set a state record this weekend in deadlift. He's 15 years old. He's like 5'11", 200 pounds, and he's a damn man. But he lifted over 500 in deadlift with no, in like a professional meet, like a drug tested professional meet. So I got a chance to spend like this was my Saturday. Like, I got up at like literally 4:30 in the morning to literally, I knew I was going to be up for like 24 hours. I got my shit ready for the week or whatever, or during the week. I had the car ready and loaded for racing because obviously May 4th was the first race. It was a shit show. Like, we had to go and get weighed in at like 6 o'clock in the morning. We had to be there by 8 o'clock. My son lifted in this lifting meet. I'm his like coach and dad. So like, I lift too. So, I'm kind of like in it without being in it. You know what I mean? So I was, like for 8 hours, it's just stressful as hell. It's squat, deadlift, and bench. I don't know if any of you guys have worked out in the past or work out now, whatever. And it's just like, and the shit didn't die down, and we didn't leave and be done until like 4 o'clock. And I would have went, if the race didn't cancel, I was on my way to the track, which was 30 minutes away. And I was going to, do the trimming thing and do the stick shift thing. And I was going to race half the damn night. So probably wouldn't have got home till like 2 in the morning. I'd have been up for a good 24 hours. It would have been a hell of a day, man. I'll tell you that. But anyways, start rambling. Yeah, I'm real proud of him. My son, I tell him all the time, chase your dreams, and not, I try to be influential here on the channel. What you see here live and what you see in my videos is the same dude that you're going to see at any of the events I see you at. I'm not going to change the way I am. I might leave some of the F-bombs out of my videos and stuff, but to say it's just, I'm a 100 type of person. Like, I can't not be myself. And, I'm always kind of trying to motivate and my family and my friends and even you guys here on the channel to work on your fox bodies. And it just kind of, it's applicable to like everything in life. Just get your shit done and be done with it. Just put your head down and focus and move forward and try to knock out, it could be anything you could other than cars, and just try to get it done, even if it's for the good of the order. You know what I mean? So Anyway, my son's taking that to a whole nother level of expectation. Set a standard, legitimately set a standard around here for the teenage crowd. You know, it's nice to see, and I'll stop talking about it here. I'll stop talking about it. But one more thing, it's nice to see. He's been influential to a lot of the children in the area, not children, but teenagers in the area that are getting back into the gym. So I haven't seen something like that. Like back in the day, that's where we were all at in the 90s or whatever. But it just seems like they're all kind of starting to lift weights again, and it's pretty cool to see that, interest in health and fitness or whatever. So anyways, outside of Fox Bodies, probably doing some fitness shit or running the business or with my family or whatever. So I appreciate that. Anyways, if you guys are out there, banging the weights and running the miles, big shout to you as well. Getting your body off the jack stands. So what's up, Lamar? That's something I actually want to update. Me and Lamar, if you guys remember, Lamar bought the SSP engine that we rebuilt. We have it over here in a bag. So we are actually meeting up with Lamar here in less than 2 weeks at a no prep event. I probably won't be racing, as we're about to tell you what we're about to do. It's been weighing heavy on my mind, and it's actually in the thumbnail. Excuse me. But, yeah, Lamar's been very patient. We both live kind of far away. I was supposed to bring this engine to him last year, but when we tore it apart, it was really kind of junk. And I was like, I'm not selling this motor to one of my good subscribers. So we spent the extra money, spent the extra time. And, Dave, the mad scientist here on the channel, Dalk Racing Engines, he's built my, helped me build my 408s and my 363s and actually the 387. So I just gave him full proxy and said, make this awesome. I can do it, but I want you to do it because you got all the machines. So we're going to be meeting up with him soon on the 18th of May. He's going to come up to Pacemakers. I was going to race, but that's going to lead me into my next scenario. The main thing on the thumbnail was, a major overhaul. So I know some of y'all don't want to hear this shit, but it's been weighing heavy on my mind. And I've been, talking to my friends back and forth about what I should do. I've got the coupe ready structurally to where it's just time to put my best parts in my best car. There's a couple decisions that come down the pipe that kind of lead me into this. The white car is getting faster, obviously, right? It went 890s down to Florida. It's got more in it. But I'm really leaning on that tune and adding timing where I don't want it to make it go 880s or 870s. But I'm looking at my car structurally, and this is some of the things you guys need to pay attention to with your Fox bodies. I don't give a shit if you got a stock motor, because everybody likes to do burnouts and donuts. We're ripping the torque boxes out. And the passion, I got the plates and I got everything welded in there. I got the torque box reinforcements or whatever. But at the level that we're, at 1,000 wheel on kill or close to, whatever it is, it's going to be, the car is just going to kind of get unsafe. Does that make sense? So obviously you guys know the coupe went through a major transition with the torque boxes upper and lower. McBride Racing cut them out, welded the Team Z shit in that we had sponsored to the channel with that car. And it's adjustable. So I can start effing with some of those drag radials. You know what I mean? So I can start messing with some actual radials and start changing my torque box angles to where I can make a radial work on most of my pavements within reason. And that's kind of where I think that coupe is going to be nasty because it's just going to have so many different options. And we talked about putting the Coyote in it. We talked about putting the 408 in it. But it's been weighing on my mind, like, why beat the shit out of my white car and possibly rip the whole damn box out? I mean, it's getting bad. Like, it's pulling. And I know that I think Hanlon's car is having pretty much the similar issue. Like there's so much torque in your Fox body Mustang, whether it's stock or, you start lightly modifying it, you're going to have to change. You're going to have to reinforce and weld up these boxes. You should see how not structurally sound they are. Like if you were take a light, put the car up on a lift and go through that box and know what you're looking at, you would be like, how the hell does this thing hold together? Just saying. Let me catch up here in the comments and we'll talk some shit. Yeah, definitely a proud dad moment for sure. What's up, 650 out there in the West Coast? You guys out there in the West Coast, 650 Motorsports. Edgar's the man. Does some Holly tuning, does some foxbody tuning, building, obviously. Definitely want to check him out if you're out there on the West Coast. Keep up the good work. Appreciate the thumbs up, guys. Hell yeah, we celebrate our kids. You're damn right. Hell, even at 550-ish on kill, we are ripping torque boxes out too. It's time to make changes for sure. So what we're going to actually do, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, yo, that's dumb, right? But we're going to actually put the white car under the knife. Now, I think we can still make the white car a nice little badass little street strip car. But the way I got my suspension set up and the way I got my rear axle set up and even my drive line, I could literally take this shit like a Hot Wheel, pick the car up, unbolt everything, and just slide it under the coupe. You see what I mean? I know that's easier said than done because there's a lot of hours and stupid shit that goes on there, right? But my struts, I don't have to reset any of my struts. I don't really have to reset any of my alignment, but we will check it anyway. Bomb steer will be the same. I gotta take a shot. Like 100% of shots in life not taken are missed. And I would rather fail trying than not do it at all. And at least in the back of my mind, I know that the coupe is like 500 pounds lighter than a white car. And there's a lot to be said about rotating mass. I mean, it's physics. I guess, whatever. I'm not a genius. But you put a 800 horsepower motor in a 3,000 pound car and it goes this fast. If you put all that shit in a 500 less pound car and make it work, that can be adjusted. What's going to happen? Right. You see? So I think it's, in the back of my mind, I said to myself, well, I don't want to do all this shit because it's number one, it's a lot of work. Number two, it's just the beginning of the season. Why are you doing this now? Well, I had to be ready for Florida because I do want to, there is a championship ring that I'm interested in winning with NMRA. And there's only like 2 of us in it because all 3 of us have to make the event. So, or you have to make you have to make all 3 of the Tremec stick shift shootouts, unless they change it, which I hope they do. Regardless, I have 30 days to make a whole nother car work. And that's going to mean that I'm still going to live stream as kind of like a break from it, but I'm only going to be able to maybe do a video. And the only thing I'm going to focus on the channel is doing the transition. I got a lot of things I want to do with the channel. I'm actually something that I'm going to show you today. The reason why the blue car is sitting behind me, there's some content there. I got, I got some other shit I'm going to show you as well. That was in the last video because I know some people don't get a chance to watch it till later with the mufflers and the black car. So there's a little bit of side content that I can make that's not going to be all that difficult. But the main focus of the whole May, meaning that I will miss the pacemakers race on the 18th. I will miss the Memorial Day race at Lucky's on the 26th. And just for some damn chance that I bust my ass and get it all done, I might be able to make Norwalk. I don't think it's going to be that difficult to transition all that stuff, but you got to think of all the knick-knack shit you got to hook up. You got fuel systems, you got wiring, you got tuning. I mean, you don't really need to tune because you're just switching over, right? But I mean, there's just adjustments and measurements and brake lines and fuel lines and battery cables and parachutes. You see what I'm talking about? So I just at the point now to where it's been in my mind for so long that I don't even care how many races I miss. I just want to do it and get it done. Then I can put my new RC comps on the back and match the fronts. I can put and there's a lot of upgrades to this. The big 5/8 stud axles. We're going to readjust the fuel system. I'm leaving my adjust. Like a lot of people make fun of that fuel systems on the back of that white car. There's actually a plate that is welded to that actual back of that tank. Is it in the perfect spot? No, but I welded a plate with some gussets and I drilled some holes. That's where it's actually physically mounted to the damn tank. Like it's not coming off. But I had to make a loop in it that I'm not proud of. And because the pump was too far over to make that transition there. So we're going to adjust the tank. We've already made all the adjustments and all the measurements to where we're going to move the pump over 2 inches and we'll come off the feed with a 30-degree vibrant, PTFE adapter. and then go right into the pump, and the pump will go, excuse me, right into the filter, and the filter will go right into the pump. See what I mean? So we're going to change that up to where it all looks kind of square going around the tank, but I'm going to leave it there. I don't really care what anybody thinks. The Black Cars one's built very similar, but I got it in the front of the tank where the plastic guard is. There's a big metal plate inside the plastic guard that holds the pump up. It's pretty cool, but whatever. What's up, Brutal in the house? Good to see you, brother. I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on, bro? I got to do some torque boxes. Mine aren't reinforced. Look, I'm going to tell you, that is probably the reason why I decided to go ahead and bench the white car. Like, it's not benched yet, you know what I mean? But we've actually been oblogging the hole in the upper passenger. The passenger side takes a beating. Like, you would think it would possibly be the driver's side, but it's not. The passenger side, torque boxes and axle bolts, that shit takes a beating on that side. And if there's anything like the lower one where the 3 spot welds, excuse me, you know what I mean? Where the 3 spot welds are, like, there's a torque box. You got the big box in the lower control arm where it comes in. You got to look at the spot welds that meet the frame. There's only 3 spot welds there. There's a reason why that pulls out. But we've been oblonging the hole and pulling shit away from the frame. And it's just, you know, even with tack welds, I just recently had to weld it back, and I put it in one of the videos, a little sneak 20 seconds of it and whatever. I had to actually weld some of my box back together because I had to hammer it back in place. Like, that doesn't make me sleep well at night. You know what I mean? At least this shit I got over here in the coupe is all Team Z, Super Duty. You know, we'll make 1,000 wheel and it won't care and it won't move. So, and there's something to be said about that, because then you'll actually go straight. You know what I mean? Batman's, I probably won't make that. Like I said, I don't want to go without, like, I don't give a damn how many races I miss. It is what it is. You know, with me promoting and doing as much as I do with stick shift stuff, I don't necessarily always have to be one of the competitive guys there, but that's some of the passion of me doing that shit, is being one of the guys that compete. So yeah, I mean, I'll throw a damn 100 shot on the black car with the 387. I don't give a damn, just to be competitive. I don't give a damn. I mean, I could put a 100 shot. I can put a wet shot on that car, and I got the whole kit sitting over there. I'll put a 150 shot on that car in 30 minutes. But black cars, I mean, I benched the black car because it wasn't safe either. I mean, they're both safe. I've went 9s in those cars for years and just went 8s with the white car. But now it's just time to put all the good parts in the right car. And then I still have really good parts to put back in the white car, just not right now. I got to finish the axle, got a whole bunch of axle shit. You know what I mean? We got another faceplated transmission coming in the next month or so. You see what I mean? Like, and I don't really need that. I got the other one here that I could use, but I don't know. What's up? Looking good at QC Street Night. Yep. Somebody get Brew a beer. Has anybody ran into an issue where your fox body only stays on under load? I have no vacuum leaks. I do have a 70mm throttle body, and the car is properly timed. So, did you do a base idle reset? Speaking of base idle reset, the man's in the house right now. You need to go over to Brutal's channel right here, this guy right here, and go base idle reset your shit. Might help you. You might not be getting enough TPS signal. I think you meant, Brutal, I don't know. Did you mention that in your video? I'm pretty sure you did. But, you know, there's I think it might even be a secondary video with TPS. But anyways, you know, some of our videos, you guys got to understand it. Some of our videos that we've done years ago are very relevant today, and even probably more relevant now than they were then. Stuff like base auto reset and TPS. And I think I did the video on the IAT where I relocated it. There's so many different things that are out there on the internet that are just as relevant now and today as they are, you know, 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And it's sad because YouTube will just bury that shit. And it's just like, oh, this is an old video, and people don't realize it. Man, that's relevant. I mean, I bet you if you look, I wonder if YouTube actually took the damn date off some of these videos I wonder if they would watch some of the old stuff more. Maybe they wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. So yeah, I was going to say the EGR as well, because if you had a bad EGR like sensor and it was like the diaphragm was sucking it closed or open or whatever, it could be choking the motor. Yeah, for sure, Gabe, for sure. I definitely it's been weighing on my, I mean, obviously the coupe is lighter. You know what I mean? For no prep racing, radio racing, whatever, the light, it's light as might. But I mean, the coupe isn't going to look like shit. It's going to have an interior in it, and it's going to be still like 20. Our goal is 2,500. But if it's a little bit more, I'm not going to be mad. But there's a lot of lightweight stuff you can do on coupes. I haven't even done yet. So it's going to be pretty basic, but it's still going to be true street for the most part. Yeah, that's for sure. Teamsy's boxes are, I think Marilat's has a pretty good box too. Who else got some boxes you guys could get? Wild Rides, isn't Wild Rides have a box that they sell? So if you guys get a torque box that's torn up that you don't want to mess with that car and you want to scrap that car because it's got a, boy, I'll tell you what, you're doing yourself a disjustice, because just because a car's got a torque box issue, it can be fixed. 20 years ago, might have had a little bit of a problem. Because you don't really, I mean, 20 years ago, also you could pick up a roller in the backyard of somebody's house, couple hundred, right? You just move on, and that's where the whole, 4-cylinder to V8 swap came from. I know everything you got to do to one of those because I've done it so many damn times. But now in 2024, with the torque boxes being the age that they are, it's not something you guys need to super worry about. If you're, I mean, as far as like checking it and changing it or whatever, yeah, that's a damn safety problem. On top of the bushings the control arms are in, and all the bolts that hold them in. So that's shit. I mean, how many of y'all do burnouts and freedom in your damn? I mean, come on, brother, come on, talk to me, because that's some bullshit. If you don't, I mean, we're out there doing a little bit of burnouts, right? We're out there, banging some damn gears. That shit is fun. That's what we do. That's why we love these cars. But you just got to pay attention to some of the stuff that might not, you might not think could be wrong, could be lurking over in the, next thing you know, you're doing a burnout or Brody and your axle flies out because, it wasn't ready. It just wasn't ready to do that. You know what I mean? Base idle reset. Yep. So he's got the, I don't know if he talked about TPS in there. That's what I thought. Yeah, I'm just catching up. My fault. Put that junkyard Yodi in the white car, white later this fall. So it's kind of funny you said that. So we ended up picking up not one. Well, I probably shouldn't even mention this just yet, but I will. I put the junkyard finds in the damn title, because I'm not real sure what we're going to do with the Gen 1 Yodi at this point. Really considering putting in Cousin Paul's car and letting him beat the shit out of it. But we found 2 Voodoo motors, 5.2 Gen 2s. It wasn't in a junkyard, but it was a junkyard find, if that makes any sense. Now, I did mention this to my members. You guys all know, because we talked about it last week, 2 weeks ago. I think I showed them a picture of them, but we ain't picked them up yet. So I'm not going to say that's what's up, but apparently like a Gen 3 block, the Gen 2 Voodoo heads, which are supposed to be super good. And I don't know, something else is supposed to be a really good, I think that's what our buddy Jeremy Howell's running, something similar. And he's running like 690s on a stick shift car. Come on. Anyway, we found a couple. I don't know really what we're going to do with that in the program, but we're really not ready for the Yodi in the white car. Maybe we'll put it in there. Maybe we'll put the 408 in there. But you're damn right, something's going back in the white car. But the 363 will go in the coupe for now. I got another engine that I'm supposed to be buying by the end of the year. There's a lot of shit going on the channel, but right now, we need to make things work right now. Like, that's all fine and dandy. Plans change, right? Just like they do at your place, at your garage, getting your shit off the jack stands all the time. You know, you might say I like these wheels one week and then you go to another. It is what it is. But I mean, plans change. But let's be real. You know, I'm as competitive as anybody else, and I hate the fact that I would put my white car under the knife because it's worked so well. But I need to. You can't be passionate about something unless you like something. Right now, I love my white car. Don't get me wrong, but I want to peel it back and try the coupe for a while. I mean, I put a lot of time, effort, and money into that car, painting it and getting all the structural stuff done to it, right? So like plans change, and that's just going to happen on your program. It's going to happen on my program, and we can plan it the best we can. But most of the time, you just got to do the shit and get it done. You know, you just got to be motivated to get shit off the jack stand. So what we're always talking about here on the channel. So we're going to go under a major overhaul. You know, I just got to plan. I got to plan it correctly, but I got to stop trying to plan to make the next race. You see what I mean? In case shit happens, because you're talking about completely changing a drive line from one car to the other and making it work. There's going to be a lot of shit that there's going to be a lot of busted knuckles. There's going to be a lot of thrown wrenches, and there's going to be a lot of why did that happen? Right? But you just got to put your head down and just get the shit done. Sometimes it might cost you money. It might cost you a little bit more time. What's up, Shelby County? Do you think the SSP will be ready? Listen, my SSP will be ready by the end of the month. That's why I'm telling you. I'm literally, listen, if you guys have, if you don't see videos, but like once a week and maybe catch the live stream on Sunday in the month of May and a little bit of June, I'm sorry. There ain't nothing wrong with the channel. I promise you. We're just hauling ass and getting shit done. You see what I mean? So what I consider to do in May and maybe a little bit in June is just making one video a week, but it'll be a long one. And then we'll start from like Monday and Tuesday and the shit we were doing on the channel. I'll try to film like everything I can and just make something. You see what I mean? And it'll be like an episode more than making 2 or 3 videos a week. At least for now, temporarily, until I get caught up. But I don't really foresee a problem. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be a clean swap, I think, to be honest with you. You said, is that for the torque box reinforcements, Brutal? Excuse me. Not able to advance timing anymore. TFI on distributor hitting upper radiator hose. So you have it. You can move. You just need to reset your distributor. You need to reset your distributor. You got it in time. It's just on the wrong tooth. You just need to reset it. What do you say? I only done 1 to 50 for not this year. The hatch isn't hurting your white car. She's really a beast, but notches are really cool to see. That's for sure. I mean, there's just more adjustability. There's just more things I can do with the coupe with the upper lower torque boxes. There's just more things I can do with the coupe than I can't do with my white car, because the coupe got its strut tower forward chopped off because somebody hit or I don't know if the car was decommissioned back. I did a Carfax on it, and the car was ran at the police department from 90 or the Florida Highway Patrol from 90 when they got it to somewhere in 94, like May of 94. And then it shows an accident. And then you don't see anything else. You see it was sold at an auction, it was done or whatever. And then when I got it, it was pretty twisted up, strut tower forward. Matter of fact, when I took it to McBride Racing, the car was pretty crooked. So they had to, before they even put the damn cage in, they had to do a lot of work to make that car look straight and be straight. So I'm not chopping the front of my white car out, just to make it lighter. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna cut the floors. I'm not gonna do any of that, because I'm gonna end up putting the rear seat back in the white car. You know, put a motor and transmission in it and just enjoy it. If it's fast, it's fast. If it's not, I don't give a shit. You know, it's gonna it's gonna still run 9s. I mean, it's gonna have a turbo on it still, but I mean, the car's meant to do what it does. But you know, I need to get my parts in my car right now. And that's kind of where we're at with our program. I think the South Sides had relocation brackets. Did yours come with them? Is he you talking to me, Brutal? I'm trying to catch up here. Well, lifters, yeah. So Trick Flow is a pretty good lifter. Like I went the next step up when you guys start when you're making like more boost and more horsepower or whatever. I really like the limited travel lifters. Just kind of throwing my 2 cents out there. I really like the Morel. Morel has a limited travel. Instead of having 120 thousandths inside the lifter for the hydraulic, you know, the oil, it's like 25 to 30,000. So like when you're wide open throttle, it doesn't, it almost works like a solid lifter kind of, but still has a little adjustability. I appreciate that, Wayne. What did Bradley say? Let me catch up here. Damn, I'm on. Thank you, man. You got me off my ass and back on my 92 hatch. It's been sitting in the garage. Hell yeah, bro. Get that shit done. Forget about it. I tell everybody here on the channel, I like my cars running regardless. You make a list. Like this is where I'm at with the white car with the coupe. I got to make a list, okay? And then we just got to start banging it out. I know what I need. What I really need to make a list of is the stuff that's going to catch me up. So when you get ready to get your car, work on your car, and get your shit done, make a list of the stuff that's going to catch you up. That'll probably help you out the most. Like right now, I know the control arms that I have in my white car are 12 millimeter. What's that mean? They're stock size, but they're 10.9s and they're hardened and they're flanged. So they're really good bolts, but 12 millimeter is the actual factory size. 1/2 inch is the upgraded heavy duty version. So I know that I have to change my aluminum sleeves on my spherical bushings to make my control arms fit in my coupe. If I don't have those bushings sitting here from Team Z or UPR, when I go to do that, it's going to hang me up for a day. So you see what I'm trying to tell you? Like when you get ready to put your car together or you get ready to find time, look, we ain't got time. Like you ain't got time. Ain't nobody got no damn time, right? So what better is to write the shit down that's going to hang you up? Like, hey, I need these connectors. I need to make sure I got this. I need to make sure I got this. Those are the things, like you don't even say, hey, I need to unwrench this or move this. That's already in your head. You know what you need to do. But the best practice is to find out what's going to hang you up. So that way you ain't like, shit, I got to order that. How many times y'all said that? Shit, I got to order that. Damn. Because you ain't nobody got no time. You know, you're just like me. I mean, I'm sure. You know, you want to get your shit off the jack stands and you want to do it, you know, you want to be efficient. And then when you get caught up on something, then it might, you know, something else might come up, and then your shit's underneath of a car cover for the next 3 weeks because you didn't, you know, you didn't have that one part to make your shit work. So tell me I'm not lying, bro. I need to get my shit in Cobra. Hell yeah, you do. Shout out to my friend Rodney Ward at NMR for running the rings. Hell yeah, bro. What's up, MF Custom? So you guys know we aren't going to take the Terminator X out of the white car. We are actually going to take the Terminator X that we just sent to MF Customs. We actually had another Gen 2 done. So we're going to run with the Terminator X in the coupe, and then we're going to go to a Dominator. It's not that big of a deal. And then when we're done with the Terminator X in the coupe, we'll put it in the black car or dad's car or whatever. So all the little shit. I'm telling you right now, if you're listening to me, I'm telling you right now, it's the little shit that's going to catch you up. And then you're going to be like, damn it, Neo was right. So I know in my head, I got to think of a list because I can do a hot swap. I'm going to tell y'all, we're going to do this shit. We're going to do this shit. It's going to be, I'm going to be ready. I need to be ready no later than whatever that Wednesday is in the first week of June. June 5, June 6, I don't know. Damn it. But that's the day I need to be making a hit to make sure I don't die in the car. Because we're going to go out on the street. I'm going to pour a little glitter down and we're going to make some street hits. Like I'm going to bring some of that shit to the channel. Because I got a nice little spot that I can do that now. Not in my backyard, but down the street. We're going to make that car right. I'm telling you. I got to be ready. That's the goal. And if that doesn't work, I'm not worried about it. Because I'm going to try to plan everything I can so I don't get caught up with that shit, baby. Gabe Large, I already got my list of order stuff for tomorrow morning. Actually, what I did before getting in here live. That's what I'm talking about. So Gabe, what did you have? What are you doing to your car right now that some of the shit that might catch you up? Remember when I said the machine shop drilled into my coolant jacket, my GT40? Yup. He couldn't fix it, so he has to buy me another head. And that had me stuck staring at my car in pieces. That's what I'm saying. Hey, man, let me tell you what. I've done some machine work. Dave, mad scientist here on the channel, he's done, Dalk Racing Engine. He's done some machine work. Shit happens, bro. Shit happens. Probably didn't mean, obviously, cut him a little bit of slack. He probably didn't realize, what, didn't know that he couldn't drill that far. So a machine's job is tough, man, because you build somebody a motor and then you're married to it. So finding another 3-bar head shouldn't be all that difficult, but finding just one, that might be a little more harder to get. All right, Brutal, I appreciate you stopping in, man. It's good to see you, man. Since you do autos, what do you think not shift into second, not slipping? Got the cream card tore down thumb today. Time to get it ready for FTO 2024. Was that NMR yesterday? Okay, so let's talk about Ford Takeover real quick. I want to say Ford Takeover is coming up pretty soon. I've actually decided, and I've actually talked to Caleb about this. We're actually going to take the stick shift from 32 cars to 16. I'm going to be honest with you guys. If it goes anywhere like it did last year with FTO, nothing wrong with Tennessee, and it's nothing wrong with the track or Caleb's event or whatever. It has nothing to do with that. The weather in Tennessee is unpredictable as it is in Ohio. Even if it rains a couple days before, if they haven't changed that track, which I don't think they have, we're not going to see much racing during the day. And then me get handed the keys at 5 o'clock. I want to create an event that's 3 or 4 hours. I don't want to be there half the night with 32 cars. It would be difficult to run 32 cars in a 6-hour period. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to handle that. There's a list already out, but I'm going to go through the list and I'm going to tell people, there's going to be 16 cars with a couple alternates. That's all we're going to do. We're going to probably up it to like maybe a $200 buy-in, $150 buy-in. We're going to have a little bit of fun in the evening on a Saturday night. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Bang some gears, have some fun. Got a transmission to give away. Got a stack of cash to give away. And we're going to have a loser bracket too. So it's kind of like running 16 cars and then running another 16 cars. You see what I'm saying? So that's where I kind of got that. I'm going to be running 32 cars and then running another 32 cars. I'm not going to do that in 5 hours. I'm not going to worry about that. So to have 32 cars at a stick shift event in general is not that easy of a feat, regardless of how you shake it. So we're going to lock in 16 cars at 200. And I think that's where we're going to go. I think 200 lock in 16 cars with a couple alternates. We're going to have a good time. We're going to bank some gears, have a good time. And I'm not going to worry about it. So anyways, Kyle Dennis, I make lists of all our projects, especially nice for our current build, the hot rod track week. Nice. Always making lists. Building one back, I've owned 34 years, and getting Jared's stick car back together. His wire connectors and fittings this week. Hell yeah. I ran plenty of GT40 P heads, but no 3 bars. So we ran the 3 bars for years, and I actually prefer the P heads over the it's the port velocity. I actually like the port velocity P heads versus the 3 bars. But we ran pretty good with the 3 bars. We made 558,602 on 3 bar heads at 16 pounds on a 302. All stock production parts, 302 camshaft, the stock camshaft with 172 rockers, GT40 intake, no porting. We could have got a little bit more out of that stuff, but the P heads, we went 586, 630 to the wheels. Now, this is on my Mustang dyno, which y'all know is greedy, but you know, we had a 9-second pass in it, but at 3,400 pounds in the black car, but you know, we ended up splitting it, getting greedy with some timing. So when is Ford Takeover 2024? 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Is that right, guys? Pretty sure that's it. Yeah. 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Oh. The phone looks stupid. Yeah, 22nd, 23rd. That weekend. I have a nice set of 3 bar heads hitting me up over here laying in my shop taking a space. Yeah, let me know about them too, Edgar, if that guy doesn't need them. I got a new set of Southside machine lift bars for 70 at a swap meet. You ever ran them? Yeah, we ran them for years. We ran those on the black car for a while. And then we ended up switching over to Hotchkiss. Yeah. So what else? Outside of the major transformation of the white car to the coupe, you know, Ohio weather sucks. We ended up rolling to some spots this past weekend. That's right. Neo, how about a poor man harness? How about a poor main harness update? Love the channel. What do you mean by poor man main harness? You talking about the 387 build? Always check the new. Come on now. We don't have Ash. That's right. Always check the tune. Maybe take the money in one head and add some SVEs. That's right. You could do that. Switch them over. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out where the hell this shit's at. Give me a second. All right. I'm going to go ahead and throw this one out there for y'all. We had a video this past week. Yeah. I got a fuel pump issue. Power to the pump and relay is good. Okay, so I just did a video. I got a fuel pump issue. Power to the pump and relay is good. So there's a wire that comes through your dash harness that I just replaced on my black car. You're going to want to go check out that video. You're going to want to probe the same exact cannon plug that I just replaced. Because if you don't have power, you can have power to your relays, and this one actually bridges. I think it's like an orange, and I think it was orange and black. I can't remember. But we had a dead wire in our harness, and big shout to I think MF Customs is still in here. He helped me diagnose that with some old EVTMs, man. And let me tell you what, we figured it out. There was no power to one of the cannon plugs in the driver's side kick panel. So there was power past the fusible link, which means the fusible link was fine underneath the hood. But if you probe that same wire down to where it came through the dash harness and came to that cannon plug to go into the body harness to go to the fuel pump relay, it was dead right there at the plug. So we ended up snipping it and running a different wire different power or whatever. So. No, it's a video that we ran a while ago. It's in the shit. I don't even remember the name of it now. It's in the channel content. Let me see if I can figure it out. Try to help you out. Big changes, all the boost. Holly Terminator X. Give me a second. I'll tell you which one it is. We ain't going back that far. Give me 1 second. Dead in the parking lot. Like my car literally died in the parking lot. Look that up. The video came out March 7th. So actually it's kind of fresh, about 2 months ago. My black car died in the parking lot, wouldn't start. Like it had nothing. I actually go through that video. This is good for anybody who has fuel pump issues. Actually go through that video and talk about some of the other things that are a problem. Here, I'll link it here for you. So check that one out, Bradley. I don't know if you can see that. Yep, there you go. I had a similar issue with my fuel pump one day, randomly stopped working, jumped on the plug and the fuel pump safety shut off. So yeah, usually most of the time the inertia switch kind of the culprit. So that inertia switch is at this stage is getting really finicky. You know what I mean? So if you guys are having fuel pump issues, like even on modified cars, I mean, usually with a Terminator X or any sort of Holly aftermarket system, whatever, you got your own, like that's all controlled through the computer. You know, there's already a wire going to the back. So that's kind of irrelevant at this point. Although it does, now correct me if I'm wrong, I think the Holly tells you to go over to the fuel pump relay and snip the one main wire. So I think your inertial switch is still part of the equation, if I'm not mistaken. But Bradley, that's the link to it if you want to check it out. So let me present something here. So this past week, so I promised you guys a burnout and drive-by video with the black car and the Mac Pro chambers, or excuse me, flow pass. So I'm going to show you what was sent to us by Vibrant. These are going to go on soon. And I'm going to show you what the next video is real quick for the mufflers. Because we're still going to do, like, we got a major overhaul coming up this month that literally have 30 days. But I still have to bring, I'm still going to try to bring a little side content with the muffler stuff. That's a pretty, it's not easy, but it's 8 or 10 minute video. Won't take too much time. But I did promise you guys a burnout video where you can hear that thing starting to sing. We're going to do the same thing with all the other mufflers in the upcoming videos. So you get a chance to hear that iconic muffler sound one more time. So this is the Mac flow pass on the burnout. You know we did the open headers too. You should hear that shit like in person. Wanted to do multiple turns. I was like not having it. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're going to be doing similar videos just like. I love burnouts, baby. I love them. Pour your own puddle. That's right. That's exactly what I did. I put some water down so I can make a little more smoke, but it was so smoky I couldn't even see. I couldn't breathe in the car. It was ridiculous. But that was the Mac Flow Press. So I want to make a big thanks to Vibrant. I showed these in my last video. Now these will most likely, we'll be giving these away here on the channel after we do that video. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, we put Mac Flow Pass on my X pipe on my 387. It's a 3-inch exhaust. And what we're doing here on the channels, we're doing a muffler series, like a sound series. We're going to end up changing the camshaft at some point this summer, but we started with the Mac Flow Path because you can't buy those mufflers anymore. So that's what you just seen just a second ago. Those mufflers you can't buy anymore. You haven't. They've been out of business for a while. I mean, 6-7 years or so. So I reached out to my buddy Cassius at Vibrant, and he said, "Hey, I'll send you a couple mufflers for the channel if you want to try them out on your series." You know what I mean? So I'm going to open them up and show you. So I showed these in the last video. So again, like I had mentioned with the series, the ones that I buy, I'm going to end up giving away on the channel. So they're going to be like a giveaway. So as soon as I'm done with them with the video, we're going to take them off and move on to the next muffler. We're going to take them and put them back in their original box, and we're just going to go ahead and give them away here in the live chat. So be looking out for that, because Vibrant's going to be the first one we give away. We're going to end up buying a number of other ones. I think we got a big list. And I'm only bringing this up because I just showed you that video. That's the last time we're going to hear the Mac Flow Pass for the most part. I don't know where I put my. I also want to. I found some mufflers back in my pile. I want to show you. I'll be right back. So I found this in my pile the other day. I have a crazy pile of shit. Now, are those SLP loudmouths? Does that look about right? I think those are SLP loudmouths. Is that right? Anyway, I had no idea I had them. What do you say? Come back to the. I was supposed to bring this in, but I'm pretty sure those are SLP loudmouths, so we're going to have to actually adjust them. But I think we'll do the Flowmaster video. That cobwebs on me. I think we'll do the Flowmaster video, and then we'll do the Vibrant video here. Yeah, so that's what we're putting them on. So why should they never be ran with an H pipe? We have an X pipe, so I don't really care. But this is what Vibrant sent us. Big old shiny muffler. Hell yeah. 3-inch in, 3-inch out. So when we do this muffler, we're going to do the SLPs right after it because it's literally the same size. Now I'm going to have to make an adapter for this because the way I got my exhaust set up is offset. That's the way Flowmaster's, you know, most mufflers look like, and this is straight through. So we're going to have to make like a little bit of an adapter. Not a problem. We'll make the shit work. But we'll be giving these away, both of them, after we do the video on a live stream. So big thanks to Vibrant for sending these to us. Cassius is a big foxbody guy here in the channel, or just in general. He's got a real nasty 4-eye. I think his stock block 302 makes 400 wheel. It's one of the few I've ever seen. Makes more than that, I think. He worked really hard on his car. Beautiful build. And I appreciate it. So, yeah. There should be TIG weld with a all stainless pipe. It looks like a Honda exhaust. I can tell you they're not. So, yeah, that's I was pretty surprised to find the SLP loudmouths. I got them. It's not a problem that they're, you know, that they're used. We'll just chop them and we'll put the 3-inch reducer, whatever that piece. See, the Vibrant ones are already 3-inch, but the SLPs are not. So we're going to actually make the SLPs 3-inch. So we'll have it TIG welded. You know, we'll just put the 3-inch reducer, whatever. I think they make these in stainless, so, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Fart cannon for a Civic. Does the low back pressure screw up the pressure wave with H-pipe? Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. You should test the Flowmaster. So, guys, I mean, I know I'm partnered with a dyno facility, but I mean, your horsepower could literally change from the pressure in the air. You know, it could be, you know, 45 degrees one day and 60 the next, and it's going to change, you know, and it could be a negative 500 DA or 0 DA one day and 2000 the next. Is going to affect your dyno, at least the humidity, the corrected factor, I guess you could say. So I guess you could do the uncorrected and it probably should be the same. But anyway, that was the video we had this past week. Was the one of the two was the burnout. But check this out, boys. You guys are going to love this, man. I got to show you this. This is the craziest shit ever. Like, I almost bought this. I was thinking to myself, you know, I got a Chevy motor sitting over here. I'm not a Chevy. I mean, I am the first cars I were building was a Chevy. But check this shit out. I was going to buy that. And then it's a grill. Tell me that's not cool as shit. I was like, man, there's a nice aluminum headed 350 over here. I'm going to buy this. It's like $300 where it's at pull apart. I was like, what's this handle for? And I lifted it up and it was a damn grill. I thought that was cooler than shit. I had to show you guys that. So you're telling me those SLPs are like glass packs? I mean, that's what they look like, bro. But anyways, we did go. I know you guys like Junkyard shit with Junkyard friends. I know you guys like those videos, so I actually shot 2 of them. Considering the race was canceled this weekend, I had an opportunity to go to 2 junkyards that I normally wouldn't have an opportunity to go to in the middle of Ohio. So we went, me and my son actually, which was really cool. I got a chance to actually go through the junkyard with my son and talk some junkyard shit and say, hey man, this is where dreams are made, brother. We ended up finding a 5.3 LS motor. Now I know You know, I don't really hate on anybody's build, but like if I did an LS, it would be for a GM. But we did end up finding or seeing an aluminum 5.3 LS motor, which isn't super rare, but rare enough to be wanted. I mean, being it's an aluminum block, you know, so it's a pretty cool little thing. So we need more merch. What do you mean? You can buy merch. Matter of fact, we're going to be doing a fulfillment. I don't know if my man 417 Fox is in the house, but you guys all know Mike Johnson. I'm gonna let him take over my not the website, but we're gonna publish the website that I have, and he's gonna go ahead and edit all the merch stuff, and he's gonna go ahead and do the fulfillment. So we will be doing merch very soon. Actually, we've been talking about it the last month, but I just got to make him an admin on the account that I have with the .coms. So he's going to go in and set it all up to where I can just link it here, and you guys can just or link it in the videos, and you guys can just go to the site and order whatever the hell you want. And then just know that when you order from me, you're supporting 417 Fox as well. So it's you know, he's an iconic person here in the Fox community as well. So, you know, it'd be pretty awesome. My SLPs are like glass packs without the glass. Okay. What's that mean, brother? So we ended up, I'll give you guys a little bit of sneak peek here. Check this shit out. Where'd we go? These are all unedited. This is where, yeah, we'll go with that one. 586. Give me a second here. Give you guys some sneak peeks of what we did this past weekend. So we have pull aparts here in Ohio, and there's like 5 of them, and there's a couple of them that are pretty far away. So they're a pretty cool little setup to where, you know, you can go in, you just pay a couple bucks, and you know, you just buy. I mean, they have a set list. It's just like the U pull it in Youngstown with the videos that I take. But long story short, they're very similar. So we found, where are we at here? Let me check this out. Another yard. But it isn't working. Anyway. Anti-roll bar is a must, Kyle. Do you run an anti-roll bar? Yes, 100%. Guys, if you don't run an anti-roll bar, you're going to twist your car up. Like, for real. Like, these cars are just tin cans to begin with. Definitely, if you decide to start racing, a lot of people will say, or some people will say, and you've heard it before, like, hey, don't run an anti-roll bar on the street. That's bullshit. I've ran an anti-roll bar on the street for years. I never disconnected it. You do take a chance at possibly bending your links. So if you're going to race it and street drive it, you're going to want to make sure that, you know, you check your links, that they don't get bent or whatever on your anti-roll bar. But I've had no issues running with it on the street. It's not a bad thing. I mean, if you can, you know, I've seen some people say that they just run like a little cotter pin and just disconnect their anti-roll bar when they don't race, which is also a really cool idea. I've seen people actually just make cotter pins for both of them, pull the links out, put them back in when they go to race. That's a really good idea too, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, $2 gets you in most of you pull aparts. I have a 50-year-old son just helped me drop the fuel tank and change the fuel pump. Hell yeah, man. Families that play together, stay together, brother. That's awesome. That's really cool, man. I was just at You Pull It Yard by me, and they had 2 Foxes and both almost everything stripped and both interiors destroyed. But what looked like people not knowing. So this is a major issue. Like the videos that I got coming out, you'll see that shit. Wait till you see this stuff. Like it's almost people like will pick these fox bodies. Like, if you're gonna part out a car, part out a car. Like, literally take it to the junkyard. I've done it myself in a pile of damn parts, like chopped up, whatever. What's disgusting is when I show up. I've seen. That's just. I'll just give you guys a little teaser. There was 4 fox bodies in these 2 junkyards, and it was sad because it was like nobody knew what a damn torque bit, socket, Phillips screwdriver. I mean, everything was removed with a jackhammer. And it's just like, well, that dash is screwed. That door panel. I mean, the door panels just peeled back so they can get to the motor. It's bad, bro. It's bad, and it's sad because they'll pick what they can and sell what they can, and maybe on marketplace or whatever, and then they'll just scrap the damn car. And then there's plenty of shit there that they could have taken out and like at least put it on the damn pallet or put it in the back of your shop, maybe listed on marketplace another day. I mean, why you ain't got to junk it with all that, all the console and dash, and people need that stuff, especially if it's in good condition. So, on my soapbox. No, you don't need the front sway bar. Like, you do, but I don't use them. What do you think about BMR torque box reinforcement kit? Looks good, and I'm probably gonna. Yeah, listen. If you're talking about the reinforcement kit, which you are, guys, they're all the same. They're pretty much 99% the same. They're copy pasted from each other. Whatever. I think I have. It's not. But they're literally, they just, you can't really hate a company for, they're not really stealing the design of anything. It's just reinforcements. They're pretty easy. They're not really all that difficult to make, but nobody's going to spend the 10 hours to make them or try to reverse engineer a set when you can just buy them for $100. They're just, it's all good. Now, when you start talking about the torque box replacements, then you start talking about Team Z and Miralats, and I think Wild Rides. There's a couple of them. So then those are like $1,500. Like, if your torque boxes are literally all assed up on your Fox body, 20 years ago, we didn't have the ability to just cut the boxes out and put the brand new adjustable ones in. Like, now that you can put some badass torque boxes in, and yeah. I don't know how many messed up Sawzall. Yeah, for sure. Dude, there's so many, like, they literally sell Sawzall blades at the U-Pullman, like, specifically to cut shit out like that. A jackhammer is a great way to put it. That's exactly, I'm telling you, that's exactly, they go in there with a crowbar and shit, and they're trying to get like the window, the window wiper motor, and they'll just rip out the whole dash thinking it's in the back of it, and it's right there at the bottom, and it's just sad. I mean, I've seen so many Fox bodies over the past 20 years in junkyards just destroyed. Just like, why did you, I mean, taken apart like somebody was mad at it. Like, and you see what they're after, and it's just like, oh man, dude, did you have to bend the steering column? So he's not talking about the standard ones that bolt through below the seats. BMR has a set that ties your torque boxes together. Let me look them up, bro. I think I know what you guys are talking about. Torque box reinforcement install. Ah, I see what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. So it's like a little arm on the upper. Yeah, that looks like a really good. That's kind of nice because it'll square shit out. You're talking about they're like $280. Yeah, yeah, I definitely rock those, bro. Those are nice. That's a nice kit. We have so much more parts for our Fox bodies compared to back then. Shit, even junkyards are telling us when it's in stock. Yeah, for sure. I meant the rear swipe. Oh yeah, for the street for the anti-roll bar. I usually leave the sway bar in. Like I don't think I even have it in my white car, to be honest. Yeah, that looks like a good kit, Shelby. Yeah, it does. Because it looks like it's going to square it out. You know what I mean? So it's going to keep it square, which is one of the issues that I'm having with my white car right now. I'm kind of getting to the point to where, well, I mean, I'm still going straight down the track. It's not a problem, but I mean, what happens when I put 20 pounds of boost in it? We just put 18.2 in it last week. It liked it. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. Well, an SN AOD drive shaft work and an AOD in a Fox body. That's an MF Customs. Hey, Dan, what will an SN95 AOD? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. Now that I think about it, I think they're the same length. But he would know that question for sure. This guy right here. He was just talking about his deleted upper control arms are on his green SN95. I need an AOD drive shaft, having a hard time finding one. They're not all that difficult to find. I don't think so. So what else we got? Oh, I'm going to be giving away a banner. You guys want a banner? You guys want to do another banner giveaway? Now I got to still send Jim Hiltz one out, and there's another one. I usually write the name on there so I don't lose it. I apologize, Jim. I didn't get your email at first, but I think we fixed that last week because I pinned your email up in my email. So I got you all covered, Jim. So let's do a Tremec banner. Yes, sir. Hashtag Tremec. I got Gabe's I got to send out too. So usually what happens I ship a lot of stuff, and sometimes I don't get a chance to ship the banners because they're kind of off on the side over there. But I put the name on them. I got Gabe's to send out. I got Jim's to actually I got 4 banners to send out. So I got a handful of them I got to get out to y'all. So it's my bad. I'll get you guys covered. Don't worry. I've already given away like 20 of these damn things, so everybody's got theirs. I feel bad for Foxbody John. Shit, he didn't get his for like 3 months. Sometimes I don't check that email as often as I normally check my other one, so sometimes it'll get lost in transition. So. Yes, sir. Adventure Super Day, man. I appreciate the $20 super sticker. We will put that money to good use here on the channel. Shit goes towards travel and everything else, guys. Everything I do here on YouTube stays in YouTube. So I appreciate everybody that does that. That's right. I had to go get the tape to make sure I put the name on it. Otherwise, I'll be like, what the hell? So we talked about pretty much everything, I think, right? I'm trying to find the damn. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to catch up. Oh, so twins. That was kind of, we talked about that with the Voodoo. Not really going to get into the twins too much right now. We did make a deal with a turbo company for twin turbos, but we're not ready for twin turbos. We got to get through this next month and try to get this shit off the jack stands. I can't tell you guys to get your shit off the jack stands when I'm sitting over here with 2 cars completely apart trying to make one. You know what I mean? So we'll talk about that another day. That's right. So Let me catch up. Jesse Workman, man, I appreciate the $5 super sticker. I'm going to go ahead and spin through here in the Tremec. Guys, I got 5 of these from Hanlon coming, and I got another 13 of these Tremec banners coming. So every live stream, I've kind of started doing this. Even though, I mean, it costs like about $10 to ship them, but 99% of the time, you know, it's in the domestic United States, and I don't really care. You know, it's just me hooking y'all up with some shop swag. Tremec's a main, you know, sponsor here on the channel. Hanlon is as well. Stiflers, McLeod, Team Z, those guys are all lovely people to work with, and you know, they take care of us too. So this shit's for you, and I'm not going to stop doing this stuff until, well, probably never. I don't know. So if you don't get one, that's okay. There's a good chance you might catch one another day. But I would prefer, you know, if you did win one, maybe give somebody else a chance. You know what I mean? So try to find my marker, and we'll spin the wheel of whatever. What the hell's my marker? So as far as 351 Windsors, there is a couple that we did find, but you're gonna have to wait for the videos to see what I'm saying. So let me spin this up. Let me see where we started at. We started here with pretty much with Super Dave. So I'm gonna spin down, spin up, and pick somebody. Oop. Brandon Gibbons. Congratulations. Sorry, I hit David Smith. I hit you right afterwards. My bad, dude. My bad. I was trying to just click a name because I couldn't see the numbers list or whatever. So congratulations, Brandon Gibbons. Also a member of the channel. So I appreciate you being part of the membership, which is the join button below, guys. If you want to check that out, man, I appreciate everybody. Got about a couple more minutes to answer some questions. You know, congratulations, Brandon. Like I said, guys, we're going to be doing this shit, and I got a list of people who have won. So, yeah, we'll do one as much as we can. So, anyways, the as far as the 351 Windsors, like I said, I put it here in the title, kind of tease you guys a little bit, but you're gonna have to wait for the videos. Like I said, I got 2 good junkyard videos coming. Not the usual suspect shit either. I'm not talking about GT40 stuff today. You know what I mean? There's some stuff I found in these junkyard videos coming up this week that y'all need to see, because we start talking about some of the other stuff that you don't normally see. There's a couple of vehicles that were in some of these yards that I ain't seen in years, and I'm like, shit, there's something here, something here. So, yeah, you're gonna have to check that out. Yo, that would be sick. Neo Mustang banners. We should do them. Yeah. So, like I said, I don't know if 417 Fox is here in the house, but we're going to be doing fulfillment stuff with him soon, very, very soon, where you just order from him and he ships it to you. Almost like Teespring does, but just better. You know what I mean? And he's going to be an admin on, you know, the merch site. So, you know, when you buy from me, you're going to be taking care of him at soon. So that's what we want to do. I think that's what we want to do 100%. I don't even have, you know, you're right. I need to get them made. Maybe I'll talk to Mike and see who makes them. I want to make jersey shirts. If you guys watched my my Elite 8 stuff, like the Tremec team, we got a jersey. It was really dope. Like there's just a Tremec jersey. This is the shit that they wear in the lanes when they're like with the Tremec cars, and you know, with the media stuff. So it's really dope. I really had I really want to make those. I think those would be cool as shit. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me see if I can pull up something from the Elite 8. I hate how my secondary drive shuffles stuff all the time. And I'm sitting here like looking for shit. So give me a second. There we go. So this jersey that I'm wearing, so this is what we got coming up this week. Blue is left, green is right. You see the jersey I got on there? Like, I want to make those, dude. Like, this is the Elite 8 stick shift event that we did. I put this together on the 26th of April. Some of the fastest guys that I've ever raced stick shift with in the North, I invited to. Unfortunately, one of our guys couldn't make it. He had a last-minute break. But I thought we had a couple people to replace him, and I did have him lined up, but it just didn't work out. So next time it's going to be fire. But these little Tremec jerseys was pretty cool. We got one from Tremec, but I want to make that jersey and possibly sell it. It's got a little zipper right here. It's made of really light material. I don't know. It's made by, I can't even remember the name of it, but 417 Fox is from my area, I believe. SL, yes, he's Missouri, I think. But a good friend of mine. Mike's good people. But this is one of the videos that's coming up this week. I want you guys to check it out. Blue is left, green is right, obviously. Woo! Y'all like? Tell me y'all like that bullhorn. Whoops. Right. We all think of that bullhorn. I'm telling you, I wasn't a bullhorn person until I actually put it on the car.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out. Yeah. Please tell
me. These cars are all 1,000.
Me all the bad, not the good. Fill my head full of every single doubt. Yeah. Please say any negative thoughts. I pop off when I hear people say I can.
Ryan Green, Stick shift shit with stick shift friends. Very good. You guys know what to do with that. $1,100. So, man, Corey right there dessert. $800, dude. $800. Not bad.
No, it's a good run. Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna do another one. We'll do another one soon.
Please say anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth. Yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. I tell you get big box, you get yachts, swing lots, and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase that, face it. I don't give up quick.
I want to say, before this is about to end, but big thanks to Dragway 42. The announcer was awesome. He announced some of the sponsors that we all had. It was
face that, face it.
And this is Jerry Barrick right here to the right. He's actually making trophies for our stick shift no prep series and for NMRA stick shift as well. We gave him a whole box of like broken gears and dry and shafts and shit. So he's a fabricator. He's actually fabricates on one of probably the fastest small tires in Ohio, Raggedy Ann, which is CJ Buckner's car. So big shout out to Jerry. He threw a couple $100 in the pot, as well as Handle Motorsports. Big thank you guys. But this video is coming up this week.
I don't give up shit. I won't give up this.
So, yeah, let me remove that now. Jay Miller, appreciate you joining the membership, man. Big thanks. And Ford Matt, my dude, man, appreciate the $20 super sticker. Thank you for what you do for us here on the channel, brother. You know, Super Dave as well. Let me. Is that starring my stuff? I don't think it is. Yeah. Let me go back. That's so far back. Okay, let me catch back up. Anyways, that's what we got coming up this week. That's one of them. We got 2 junkyard videos, plus what we shoot this week in general. So SN95 Cobra Jet. So that's my man Tyler Garlock. He makes very good. He's got that car super dialed in. He helped me quite a bit with my tune at Elite 8. I was trying to get the two-step to work, and then I changed it to the pedal. We put that big turbo on, made a bunch of horsepower, and couldn't get it to light up. So we're working on that as well. But yeah, Nike dry fit shirts we used at work. Hell yeah, man. I appreciate you, Jay. So anyways, we're running in about an hour and a half. We gave away the Tremec thing. We talked about, oh shit, we didn't talk about the GT40 stuff. Let me give you guys a sneak peek. It's the reason why that blue car is sitting behind me. Y'all remember that video I promised you with those two intakes? We're finna do it. But we got something in the mail. Now, everything that I run, and I'm going to make a video about this, but I'll go ahead and cheat and tell you guys here on the live chat anyways. I've been waiting for that for a while, probably for about a month. I don't know why it was on back order. This is a 6-wire, whatever. It's the newer style slot meter. This is the adapter for the old one. Now, what we're going to do to Dad's car, real quick before I let you go, and I've showed you this before. Now, y'all know Dad's car is a speed density car. Like for you guys that are running some GT40 shit, and we're doing some budget shit here on the channel, Dad's car is a turbo speed density car. Makes 7 pounds, makes about 380, 420 wheel, 370, whatever, and about 8 pounds, but it's lean as hell. It's like 12.9 to 1, which is ridiculous. Shouldn't be running any boost at that level. So what this adapter is going to do is I've already made the sensor. I'm going to convert Dad's car to mass air with this shit. And I've showed this before. Who all remember that? It's that motorsports thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to take White Car's original A9L, okay, since we converted it. We'll plug this into the A9L and then plug his SD harness into this, which is going to turn it into a mass air car. Okay, a lot of hodgepodge, but shit's going to work, I'm telling you. And then we're going to plug it in like that. And then I'm going to plug it into the damn sensor that I already have in the pipe. Bam. At that point, we're going to remove the FMU. Big thanks to Anderson Ford Motorsport. I don't know sure what we're going to do with the FMU. I may send it back to Donnie. I'll just put it in a box. He donated that to the channel here on Dad's car, which was really cool, and it was an intricate part to making all that work. But we're going to end up pulling the FMU off. And I actually have, for my black car years ago, 42-pound Ford injectors. And, well, I have a quarter horse here, but an eliminator chip that I had the GT40 built on. So I got all my old shit from years ago. I never sold any of it. And I think we're going to convert Dad's car. So you know what that means, right? 42s, tune, mass air. They can turn it up. So we're going to find out in Dad's car how much horsepower our little budget 350, or excuse me, 302. If you guys remember, we flipped the pistons in that. Remember that shit? It was GT40 P heads, flip pistons, GT40 intake, Explorer 1. That actually has the Cobra cam in it, the GT Cobra cam. That's the stamp on the cam is GT. That's the factory one. So that's the 90. That's an actual 93 Cobra cam. Not that it's a big deal, but it's a little bit better than stock. Maybe, I don't know. 1.7. Pretty much that whole motor is a replica of what I've done in the black car years ago. If you've been following me for a long time, if you remember the stock block stuff that I used to do with the 302 stuff with the black car, it's the same motor, just better. So we're going to mass air convert it, and I'm going to plug the shit in. I wonder if that thing's going to fire right off the jump. Now we've already done the wiring upgrade with the fuel pump in the back, so we will have to put the 340 we got on the shelf in the back, because that's what this is. That's what that tune's set for. But I'm really, I mean, this is some content that we need to do, because you never forget where you came from. So going back to the blue car, outside of doing all this higher horsepower stuff, that's just what we do in the channel. Sometimes you got to peel it back, go a little bit budget. We just pulled the car back out. We did it a couple videos ago. It felt really good. It was happy, but the one main issue that my dad had, he didn't like driving it because it would stall. So being it's a speed density turbo style car, and the FMU wasn't very accurate. That's stuff that we did in the 90s to get by. You know, the drivability on it's kind of terrible. So we're gonna put one of these tunes in, and we're gonna turn it up. So I wonder how much that shit's gonna make. How the hell did you find a motorsports adapter? Man, I got all kind of stupid shit here. I've had that so many years. Sometimes you don't want to get rid of, like the Mac Flow Pass. I don't want to get rid of those mufflers because you can't get them anymore. Those adapters you really can't get anymore. Whatever. You know, I mass air converted anyways. Crazy what we hang on to from Ford EP. Yeah, my son's car has a awesome. I'm barely building up to listen. My old shit is the let me tell you what, nothing is funner than the old shit, Jay. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. That FMU build with a turbo, that was actually pretty surprising. We made 380, 420 wheel on the block, which only at 7 pounds. You know, it was pretty dangerous as far as like the fuel, but I mean, it is what it is. It set us up for what I just showed you. So it's good content. And then it'll set us up for that shootout. Because I got a tubular there, I got a Cobra there, and then I got an Explorer one on the car. And we talked about doing this shootout a long time ago. I don't think I want to do it on the speed density system. I want to do that shit on the mass air system where it actually runs right. You know what I mean? We just take one tune and switch it to the other and see if one's, you know, one's better than the other. So I think that'll be pretty cool. Anyways, about to get out of here, guys. Like I said, we got a couple junkyard videos I got to chop up and figure out and edit. We got the Elite 8 stuff. I didn't get a ton of video. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I was a duck in a pond of alligators when I went to that event. And my shit did not run. One thing I learned from the Elite 8 that I just shot this past 2 weeks, that event that I threw with the stick shift stuff, don't test shit in competition. So I went out there and I felt like, you know, after we did the event, I felt like an ass because, you know, I could have made a showing versus trying to test shit. And that's all it was really supposed to be, was a glorified test session, but it ended up being a full-blown shootout, so it was pretty dope. So anyways, Brandon, get a hold of me on the email and send me your address so I can send you out your banner, bro. So I appreciate you. Good, congratulations. Guys, we got some big shit coming up this month. Like I said, if you notice that I'm only doing like one video a week, and you guys are going to see, there's going to be signs of us being balls to the wall with getting this shit done. So I'm trying to get my car off the jack stands, trying to go from one car to the other because it's safer and it's a better car and it's going to be faster. So I just need a change. I need to change some things so I can be happy with where I'm at with my program. You know what I mean? But like I said, we got the muffler videos coming. We still got the GT40 stuff that I want to do with Dad's car. And there's going to be other things with other cars. So, you know, stick with us, stay patient, get your shit up the jack stands. If you make a plan, just like I said, good advice earlier in the channel, find the things in your time when you're in the garage that's going to get you caught up. Like, shit, I should have ordered that. Man, I should have ordered this. Because you can always return it if you don't use it, right? So that's the things I got to be thinking about when I start to make the transition in the white car. So I can just be like, bam, axle, bam, motor, transmission. You know what I mean? Because we're literally going to take the whole, like, struts, the whole driveline out from underneath of the car and roll it out. Like, I'm not taking shit apart. That takes too much time. Everything works. I mean, it is what it is. But y'all catch it on video, and I'll give it as much as to the channel as I can. So stay tuned, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all for joining me tonight, talking some foxbody shit with me. Big shout to Adventures with Super Dave for the $20 super sticker. Ford Matt for the $20 super sticker. And Jesse Workman for the $5 super sticker. And Jay Miller, appreciate you joining the channel tonight. Thank you for what you guys do for us. Guys, I just appreciate you guys just watching, talking some shit with us, and having a little bit of fun. I do apologize if I do happen to cuss a little bit, but that's just who I am. I try to keep the bad ones out. Anyways, you guys got any questions? You're watching this afterwards. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think if you got something that you want to talk about. But guys, stay motivated. Budget your time, budget your family, budget your friends, budget your money. Get your shit off the jack stands, get it going, make it happen. Have a good week. Make a plan, make it happen. We'll see you next week.